channel. I am the Mass Trans and you are watching me, baby. Now, before we get today's video started, I just want to give a quick what's up to my peeps and a diabolical middle finger to the creeps. You know who you are. So, let's talk about Trick Daddy and Wendy Williams versus Beyonce. So, for those of you who may not be aware, Trick Daddy and Trina both have a radio show, I believe, down in Miami. And on a recent episode of his morning show, he said that Beyonce could not sing. Some things, I'm like, do I even need to make a video about this? Like, is this really a topic? April Fool's was a few months ago, because he got to be playing with me, right? So Trick Daddy, first of all, I know a lot of you are scratching. When I say Beyonce, everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. But when I say Trick Daddy, you probably went to Google. You probably went to Bing, if anybody uses that anymore. Because you don't know who, you probably went to ask your mom, your dad, who the hell is Trick Daddy? Is it a magician? Like, who is Trick Daddy? Because most people probably have absolutely no idea who Trick Daddy is. I'll tell you who he is. A washed up, has-been rapper who's using Beyonce's name for clout. That's the only thing it could possibly be. So Trick Daddy said that Beyonce can't sing. And I'm just scratching my... First of all, let me say this. Here's what I love about Jay-Z and Beyonce, or Beyonce and Jay-Z, because Beyonce is first for me. I love the fact that they, as a couple, whatever's happening between the two of them, for the most part, is happening between the two of them. It may come out in their art, but you don't necessarily see them being messy, a la a Quavo and a Saweetie, you know, where they're on... Well, okay, we did see that once. We did see it once. They had their own little elevator mishap. So, but you didn't see Beyonce. You saw Solange tangle up, but Beyonce gave Barry, not the queen. You know, and shout out to Solange, because I appreciated Solange for getting nuck when she's buck. But for the most part, when Jay-Z and Beyonce have a problem, they keep their business private, and they're really not problematic, right? You don't necessarily see them having beef. I mean, Jay-Z's had hip-hop beef with Nas and a few others. Even when Kanye is being messy, for the most part, Jay-Z and Beyonce may distance themselves from Kanye, but you don't necessarily see them making these public declarations and, you know, falling out with people publicly. They keep their hands clean for the most part, right? So you automatically know if someone is coming for J and B, or B and J, that it's the other person's problem and not theirs, because they just really don't have a history of being problematic. So when Trick Daddy says Beyonce can't sing, like, there are things that are facts and things that are opinions, right? And his opinion may be that Beyonce can't sing, and that is an opinion that he is entitled to, because there are certain singers, right? Like, you can have an opera singer, per se. I'm not a fan of opera, right? Lots of people are. But if I go to see an opera, an aria, and I hear all of these beautiful notes being, you know, hit and held for these extended periods, and the breath control that it takes to sing opera, I immediately know that that person who is singing can sing and that they are talented. Now, if you ask me, am I listening to opera? The answer would be a resounding no. It's not my thing. I don't like opera. I like R&B. So for me to say that an opera singer can't sing would just be me really not appreciating the art form, but it wouldn't be a true statement, because, you know, whether or not a person can sing can be proven by whether or not they're able to hit the notes, right? That's not an opinion. That is a way that you can actually measure whether or not someone can sing. Beyonce hits the notes, okay? So I really feel like when you have people, and let me tell you what pissed me off. So I didn't even hear what Trick Daddy says, because I don't live in Miami. So the fact that this made it all the way to Wendy Williams, and Wendy Williams had the nerve to support what this crazy man was saying, that Beyonce can't sing, that Beyonce auto-tunes. Since when, sis? Since when? And Wendy is always speaking about things from this matter-of-fact position, like she knows what she's talking about. When does Beyonce use auto-tune? Has Beyonce used the auto-tune to make for a vocal effect? Yes, but she does not use that to sing. It's for a vocal effect. I'm trying to even think of a song where she's used it. I know that there was some sort of distortion technique used on Who Runs the World Girls, but I'm trying to think of other songs where she may have used some sort of vocal distortion. But it's not because she can't sing, it's because you're creating a vocal effect. Amen? I'm sorry, amen? So when I hear Wendy, and I hate the way she coaches her audience sometimes, right? You know, she will give her opinion, and sort of bully people into agreeing with her. Like, if you want to know, or if you want someone's genuine opinion, just ask them before you give yours, right? Withhold your opinion. You don't give people your opinion and then ask them theirs, because a lot of people go along to get along. So the fact that Wendy Williams is on her show proclaiming that Beyonce needs auto-tune in order to sing is just asinine to me. First of all, I'm about tired of Wendy. I'm about sick and tired of Wendy. I'm so sick and tired of her talking about herself constantly. I know it's the Wendy Williams show, but I don't tune in to hear you talk about what's happening outside of you. I'm like, I really care about the paparazzi stalking you, or the paparazzi sitting outside of your building. To me, that is a desperate grab at relevancy. Hey, you guys. Hey, audience. Look how important I am. The paparazzi is waiting outside of my door, my building, every morning for me when I leave. Well, sis, we are in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. Everyone has left New York. You're the only celebrity, quasi-celebrity, still left there. So they don't have anyone else to pop. So the paparazzi comes to your building because, I don't know, I guess they're just like, maybe they might see you hanging out with a celebrity, but it's not because they actually want to see you. You're just not that interesting. You know, first of all, it's hard to keep up with sis, right? Can't keep up with her on her show. I don't know what the hell she's talking about, and she's always talking about, do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? No, bitch, I don't. I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying? Make it make sense, because it's not making sense. And poor Norman has to sit over there in the peanut gallery and pretend like what she's saying is sensical when it's not. Wendy Williams it's time for sis to sit down. Who's up next? Is it Tamron Hall? Like, is it Keke Palmer? Who do we need to give a show to? Because Wendy Williams' expiration date has come and gone. Sis is just all over the place. Can't keep up with her anymore. And I'm sick and tired of pretending like it's not what it is. You know, she'll ask no shit, and then every time, comment below and let me know if it's just me. But every time Wendy turns to DJ Sus, I know DJ Sus is like, God damn. Why can't she just let me get my check and go home? God damn. So she just calls, and there's always this awkward energy between her and DJ Sus. Like, he's trying to play off of her, but she's not catching the balls that he's hitting. And so it's just about 2 or 3 minutes of just awkward energy. I'm just like, ugh. And then she does the same thing to, why can't I think of her name? The showrunner, the warm-up. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But I hate the way she talks to her, for one. You know, she's very condescending to her. She's just... and now this Beyonce thing has me feeling a whole type of way. The Beyonce thing made me take my gloves off, because I've been trying to see past the cuckoo and the cray-cray that has been going on over at the Wendy Williams show. But sis has lost it. All she does is spend about 10 minutes a day talking about her, what she ate, what she put on Instagram, what she did for the weekend. I don't care. You know, you had a brief moment in time, right, when the whole divorce thing was happening and people were actually interested in what was going on in your life. Now we just tune in to hear you talk. You were just essentially a mouthpiece. I don't want to hear about what's going on in your life. I don't want to hear about chit-chat my way. Like, I don't want to hear about the crazy cat lady, which is what she has become. And it's me, but... Is her stylist named Morel? But sis needs a complete and teetotal makeover. The hair has been looking better. I'll get, you know, I have to be honest, I'm calling like I said. The hair has been looking better. But these ensembles she be wearing, these ensembles, Wendy, like, come on, now you have to have a mirror backstage and see this and be like, you know what, I look crazy. But maybe she's thinking, you know, the way I look matches, you know, the way I communicate. So look, crazy for crazy. Crazy for crazy. Woo. Oh my goodness. It just cracks me up that people always have a problem with Beyonce, and Beyonce says absolutely nothing. And let me be completely honest with you guys. I'm not even like this super Beyonce stan. Do I like Beyonce? Absolutely. My favorite album to this very day is the Beyonce album, the one that she dropped secretly. What was that, 2016, 17? Still my favorite album. Who's texting me? I'll get back to them. But my favorite album, and Beyonce has consistently given you nothing but quality since she's, you know, since then. The Carter's album wasn't my favorite, but all right, you know, you can't knock them all out the park, but it wasn't a horrible album either. And again, I just love the fact that Beyonce just is not, because if Beyonce wanted to flex and just, you know, go ham and just be like, I am that, she could certainly do that. Just be like, I am that bitch. And what are you going to say to her? Because she is that. Beyonce is probably the most bankable musical celebrity right now. Lady Gaga, her popularity has wavered. Katy Perry, her popularity has wavered. You know, you have the old school divas, the Janets, who I love, the Mariahs, Ariana Grande is still, if there was anyone else up there on a Beyonce adjacent level, it would probably be Ariana Grande. I honestly can't think of anyone else. It would be Rihanna, but Rihanna ain't got time to sing for you fools no more. Rihanna's like, I'm selling bad water, honey. I'm selling trophy wife contours. Rihanna is doing her thing in the business realm. And shout out to her. You know what? I wonder, why hasn't Rihanna released her own version of Skims, being that she has a lingerie line? I would feel more comfortable buying, shapewear from Rihanna than I would from, Kim K. No shade. Just saying. Anything else I want to say? I think I pretty much covered it, people. Wendy's crazy. Trick Daddy's irrelevant. Beyonce is the queen. That's really all it comes down to in a nutshell. So, Wendy, we need to be nearing up. We need to be wrapping up this show over here, okay? Or you need to be taking this summer hiatus and really doing some self-reflection, watching this past season, because you got to pull it together if you're going to continue to be on TV. Because just the things that you do, like she called Carly Red dusty. I know Carly Red was like, this hoe built like a broom and I'm dusty. Oh my goodness, girl. That's why you're sitting over there with swollen ankles. It ain't got nothing to do with lymphedema. That's all that bad energy, that bad juju that is accumulated upon the beat. That bad juju, baby, has sunken to the feet, baby. And it's just, girl, just pulling. That's why them ankles swell up, girl. That's why the bad actors is giving what they giving, because you create bad energy. Anyway, shout out to Beyonce. Beyonce, by the way, where's your new music? We need some new music from you too. So I'm calling you to the carpet. But I love you, Beyonce. I don't really have a lot to say about Jay-Z, just because hip hop isn't my ministry. I know Jay's catalog, but it's not something that you're ever going to hop into my car or walk into my home and hear me playing. Not that I have an aversion to it, just isn't my cup of tea. So, having said that, you guys, do me a huge favor. Like, comment, subscribe, and please share. Okay, we're friends. We've been hanging out. You've been coming to see me. I've been serving lemonade and making cookies and all that good stuff that a good hostess should do. So now that we're friends, spread the word. Subscribe. Let's go steady. Help us out. All right, you guys, it's been fun, but I do have to run. As always, in closing, remember to ask yourself this question: why be bitter when you can be better? I am the Mass Trans, and I'll talk to you guys again in my next video. Mwah.